guys! In this video I will be talking about practice motivation. Now, we've all been in a situation where we have absolutely no motivation to practice, and this can be for a number of reasons. Boredom, frustration, low self-confidence, tiredness, achy back and shoulders, feeling demoralised after a lesson or performance, and being distracted, to name but a few. Now, in order to regain our practice motivation and get ourselves back on track, we need to look at the bigger picture and make sure we're prepared to practice. Tip number 1, get set up properly. Whether it be in a practice room, your kitchen, lounge, bedroom or study, make sure it's a quiet space that will give you that feeling of security. Often, if we feel others can hear us, we can subconsciously shy away from really going for those technical passages or high notes. Make sure you start with all the books and equipment you need to hand, so you don't need to stop part way through to find a pencil or something like that. Check the temperature of the room to make sure you're not going to overheat. This can lead to a muggy head, tiredness, and worse, feeling faint. Tip number 2, get yourself set up properly. It's all well and good having your practice space perfectly set up, but if you're not feeling 100%, then it doesn't really help. Make sure you sleep well and have a good sleep routine so you feel fresh and rested and ready to practice. Make sure you've had something to eat and drink beforehand so you are well hydrated and don't get a drop in your blood sugar level. Again, you don't want to run out of energy part way through, so pick foods that slowly release energy. Take a walk to get some exercise and fresh air. This will get the blood pumping and leave you feeling energised and awake and ready to take on those technical exercises. Tip number 3, plan your practice. Now, you can't realistically cover every technical exercise and every part of every piece that needs work in one practice session. Split it down into sections and be clever and selective over what you work on. For example, if you have a tricky double tonguing section in a piece, perhaps start with some tone exercises to work on the sound, and then go through both single and double tonguing exercises slowly, then gradually increase the speed. Once you're feeling confident, then slowly apply it to the passage in your piece and work on consistent tonguing with a good sound rather than speed. A good phrase to remember is to improve quickly, practice slowly. Set a time period for your practice session and factor in breaks so you can stretch your back, have a drink and visit the bathroom and so on. Create an overall plan of what you need to get through to be ready for your exam or performance. This can then decide how much time to dedicate to each area, and you will be able to keep track of how you're doing as time progresses. Tip number 4, avoid distractions. Tempting as it may be to quickly check Facebook, Instagram or WhatsApp, it will only slow you down. As before, plan your practice session duration so you can say to yourself, okay, after this time I can relax and check my phone and catch up with everything that's happening in the world then. Tell those around you that you are practicing and what time you aim to be finished by. That way, they'll know not to come in and disturb you. Tip number 5, willpower. There are no two ways about it. Some of the technical exercises and repertoire for the flute are very, very hard. It can be exhausting, painful and often demoralising. Remember, everything is difficult before it becomes easy. So don't try and rush. Take it nice and slow and keep at it. You can do it. If you ever think you can't, just look back at everything you've achieved so far. That's no mean feat. Every performer out there has been in your shoes, feeling exactly the same way. They persevered. If they can do it, you can totally do it too. Don't be beaten by tricky pieces and mind-boggling exercises. Anything is possible. You just need to go for it, and I have no doubt that you will. I hope this has been useful for you. Do please feel free to subscribe for more flute tips that will hopefully enhance your playing. All the best and happy fluting.